Get ready to be amazed. These top 4 ultra-rare US quarters are hiding in plain sight. Each one could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $250,000. From mint errors to forgotten varieties, these coins hold shocking value. Watch till the end, you might be holding a fortune in your pocket. Most 1966 quarters are quite common. They were made in huge numbers, over 821 million, all from the Philadelphia Mint, and no mint marks at all. Most coins today are worth just 25 cents, or $1 or $2 at best if they are uncirculated. Even in top condition, just normal coins hit maybe $33. Now, some special coins called Special Mint Set, SMS, quarters were made in 1966. These coins have a satin finish and sharper details, and they do trade for more. A very high-grade SMS coin, say MS68 Cameo or Deep Cameo, can sell for as much as $4,000 to $6,500. That's big money for a coin from 1966. Then there are error coins like those with double die reverse, DDR, where letters on the eagle side look doubled. Or double die obverse, DDO, where the doubling appears on Washington's hair, or In God We Trust. These errors are rare. Examples in decent grade have sold for around $920 or as much as $5,000, depending on how strong the doubling and condition are. Next, there are wrong planchet errors where the quarter design got struck on the wrong blank. For example, a quarter struck on a dime planchet often looks small and missing design parts, and sells for around $500. A quarter struck on a nickel blank can go $4, $100, $300. On a cent blank, maybe up to $900. There are also other errors like off-center stamping, clipped planchets, struck through debris, and magnetic wire impressions, which can bring $50 to $500 depending on severity and grade. The single highest 1966 quarter sale on record was one graded MS68 Plus regular strike, and it sold at auction in 2023 for $21,000. That shows the top end of the mainstream coin market. So far, no known 1966 quarter has sold for $55,000, $81,000, or $108,000. But let me walk you through how such values could make sense. If a coin combining several extreme traits shows up in perfect condition and graded by PCGS or NGC, serious collectors might pay those sums. Picture a coin that is a Special Mint Set DCAM quarter with deep cameo contrast. Graded MS68 or MS68 Plus. And showing a strong, clear double die error on either the obverse or reverse. Or maybe both. Possibly struck on a rare wrong planchet like an off-metal silver blank or dime blank, a true pattern or mule. That combination would be ultra-rare. There is speculation among collectors of coins seen only once ever, a one-of-a-kind known die variety or composition mix. Reddit collectors talked about coins they believed would be, on a rarity scale of wow, meaning most likely the only one in existence. If such a coin popped up, authenticated as unique by PCGS or NGC, and then went to a top auction house like Heritage or Stax Rarities, bidding wars could push its price sky high. In similar series, single examples of unique pattern coins or unlisted die varieties have sold for 5 or 6 figures. That's where the idea of $55,000, $81,000, or $108,000 values enters hypothetical tiers for escalating rarity and condition. $55,000, an MS68 SMS DCAM quarter with a strong single error variety, DDR or DDO. $81,000, an MS68 Plus DCAM with both reverse and obverse doubling, or an SMS coin struck off metal like a silver blank. $108,000, a totally new unique coin, like a pattern, mule, or gold planchet strike, a true one-of-a-kind. Now those values are speculative, but not impossible if a coin like that appeared and was certified. Here's how a viewer might figure out if they have something special. First, weigh the coin. A normal clad quarter weighs 5.67 g. If a coin weighs around 6.2 g, that hints at silver or wrong planchet strike. Use a precise scale, measured in grams. Next, look carefully at the surfaces. SMS coins have satin fields and frosted devices. DCAM coins have mirror fields and frosted raised parts. Check for doubling details. Look at Washington's hair, the letters, the eagle wings, or motto. If the doubling is obvious, that is a DDR or DDO error. Then inspect the rim and edges. Off-center strikes often cut into the rim, showing part of the date or legend missing. Clipped planchets show a curved bite missing from the edge. Also look for wire marks or strange ridges. These are struck-through errors. Finally, check the color at the edge. A silver planchet error may lack the copper layer band. If the edge seems all silver or undefined, get it checked. It could be wrong planchet or transitional silver. If a coin meets one or more of these traits and is in excellent condition, sending clear photos and weight information to a grading service like PCGS or NGC is crucial. A discovered coin authenticated and graded MS68 Plus with dramatic doubling or wrong planchet could easily push into the high value levels. Auction houses can excite bidders, especially when the coin is truly rare and visually stunning. Remember, though, most 1966 quarters are still just worth 25 cents or a few dollars. Even SMS coins or minor error varieties rarely top $5,000. But if you've got something unusual, especially in perfect slabbed form, theoretically values of $55,000 to $108,000 sit at the extreme edge of possibility. So yes, it's within the realm of possibility, not from recorded sales yet, but from what we know about coin rarity and collector behavior, someone could pay well into six figures if the right coin appears. If you really think you have such a coin, take great photos, weigh and measure it, and submit it for grading. If confirmed, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Most 2022 D Maya Angelou quarters are everyday coins. The Denver Mint struck around 258.2 million of them in 2022. Standard circulated pieces sell for just 25 cents, uncirculated ones might bring 50 cents to $1.23 or up to $1.30-$1.35 in gem condition. The auction record for a Denver Business Strike MS68 coin is about $510. But check this out, collectors love error coins, and even small mint mistakes make a difference. With the Maya Angelou quarter, known errors include a die chip under Washington's chin that looks like drool, drooling George, usually worth $100-$200 in MS67. A rare twig die crack behind the bird on the reverse, sometimes called nesting bird twig, worth around $400-$500 in MS66. Collectors describe other bumps or raised marks near Washington's hair or beard, but most of those errors are small, often only worth a few dollars unless truly dramatic. So how could any Maya Angelou quarter ever reach $60,000, $88,000, or $122,000? It would need to be totally unique. Imagine one coin combining multiple dramatic errors: drooling George, a bold twig crack behind the bird, off-center strike, doubled letters, maybe even a missing clad layer, and graded MS69 or MS70 deep cameo, a flawless gem. That combo would be one of a kind. Collectors and auction houses get very excited over unique error coins. Authentic unknown varieties graded by PCGS or NGC, auctioned through big houses like Heritage, can explode into six-figure sales even for modern coins. Here's how those tiers could break down. $60,000, MS68 coin showing two bold errors like drooling George plus twig crack, with strong eye appeal. $88,000, MS69 DCAM coin that combines three major errors plus cameo contrast. $122,000, a perfect MS70 deep cameo coin featuring four or more errors, a true never-seen-before variety, auctioned at a major sale. These values are speculative, based on the idea that rarity times condition times uniqueness equals collector fever. No Maya Angelou quarter has ever sold anywhere close to that right now, but the logic fits with how collectors value extreme rarity. If you think you might hold such a coin, here's what your viewers should do. First, weigh it. Standard clad quarter equals 5.67 g, to check for missing clad or other metal anomalies. Then photograph both sides under strong light, focusing on Washington's chin and the bird area, the lettering, and rim edge. Look for raised die chips, cracks, doubling, off-center strike, or odd edges. Encourage them to post images in subreddits like r/coincollecting or coin forums. Real collectors often spot rare mint mistakes. For example, one Reddit user confirmed a drooling George error but noted it was only valued at a few bucks and less extreme. If experts agree it's a serious multi-error coin in great condition, then submit to PCGS or NGC for grading and attribution. That costs some money, but it may unlock the real potential of the coin. When a coin is certified as unique and slabbed in MS69 or MS70 DCAM, auction houses market it as a potential record setter. That excitement drives prices up fast, sometimes much faster than prior examples. Remember, outside of extreme error coins, most 2022 D Maya Angelou quarters are worth just face value or modest premiums. Even MS67, MS68 coins typically stay under $500 except rare exceptions like the MS68 Denver sale for $510. Red Book and online guides confirm common die chips seldom fetch more than $100, $200. However, if one coin were discovered with dramatic multiple errors, flawless perfect gem grade, cameo look, certified unique, the collector market could push it into six-figure territory. That's where the $60,000, $88,000, or $122,000 values enter, hypothetical but grounded in coin market behavior. That's the story your viewers should follow, from ordinary pocket change to potential legend. Explain how to check weight, look for bold errors like die chips or cracks, photograph clearly, and seek grading. If such a coin surfaces, properly authenticated, it might revolutionize modern error coin records. Until then, advise them to check every Maya Angelou quarter carefully and dream big, because that 1 in a million coin could make history. Most Denver Mint Wilma Mankiller quarters are ordinary. In 2022 the Denver Mint struck about 296.8 million of them. That means most of these coins in your pocket are worth just 25 cents if worn, or 50 cents to $7 in uncirculated condition. Even the best strike MS68 coins sold for around $2,500 if they were special first release specimens. No known sales yet even approach six-figure prices. But collectors love error coins, and this design seems to have more odd traits than others. The most common error is a retained cut on the obverse, which means a piece of the die broke, stayed in place, and caused raised blobs or holes at the rim. Another is a noticeable die crack on the reverse, often running through the Cherokee star and down the face area. Closer in are odd errors like Scarface and deformed C, where spots or chips on Mankiller's cheek or the Cherokee syllabary letter look filled in or warped. Some coins also have a misprint in the star, where one of the 7 points is malformed or missing. Collectors have paid up to $1,000 for that kind of damage. Those with Scarface and deformed C error have sold up to around $1,500, depending on condition. Online listings on marketplaces include some error coins selling for $900, $300. For example, a die break plus cut coin sold for around $975 on eBay uncategorized. Another Philly error with combined break sold $1,300, but these are still low thousands, not six figures. Reddit collectors share real finds. One post. Yours is an obverse missing clad layer error, really nice find. Another thread celebrated a partial collar error as real and rare. Partial collar error, nice find. These show actual collectors giving attention, though typical offers run under $1,000. So how do we get from those existing error coins worth hundreds or low thousands to the mega values, $58,000, $85,000, or $110,000? It requires imagining an ultra-rare coin combining multiple heavyweight traits, in perfect gem condition, deemed unique by PCGS or NGC, then sold at a top auction among passionate collectors. Picture a Denver-struck quarter showing all these: a massive retained cut, a bold reverse die crack, Scarface and deformed Cherokee C, a malformed star, perhaps even a missing clad layer or off-metal mistake or wrong planchet strike. And that coin grades MS69 or MS70 with deep cameo contrast. Jaw-dropping look. Coins like that, if confirmed as unique die varieties or one-of-a-kind errors, would attract serious bidders. Auction houses like Heritage or Stax Rarities have seen modern coins with unique error combos sell for 5 or 6 figures even though prior comps were far lower. We can imagine tiers. A coin combining 2 or 3 major errors in MS68 might hit $58,000. One with 3 or 4 errors in MS69 Deep Cameo could reach $85,000. And a perfect MS70 DCAM coin with 4 or more dramatic errors, certified as a never-seen-before variety, could fetch $110,000 or more. When a coin is certified as unique and slabbed in MS69 or MS70 DCAM, auction houses market it as a potential record setter. That excitement drives prices up fast, sometimes much faster than prior examples. Remember, outside of extreme error coins, most 2022 D Maya Angelou quarters are worth just face value or modest premiums. Even MS67 MS68 coins typically stay under $500 except rare exceptions like the MS68 Denver sale for $510. Red Book and online guides confirm common die chips seldom fetch more than $100, $200. However, if one coin were discovered with dramatic multiple errors, flawless perfect gem grade, cameo look, certified unique, the collector market could push it into six-figure territory. That's where the $60,000, $88,000, or $122,000 values enter, hypothetical but grounded in coin market behavior. That's the story your viewers should follow, from ordinary pocket change to potential legend. Explain how to check weight, look for bold errors like die chips or cracks, photograph clearly, and seek grading. If such a coin surfaces, properly authenticated, it might revolutionize modern error coin records. Until then, advise them to check every Maya Angelou quarter carefully and dream big, because that 1 in a million coin could make history. Most 1976 D Bicentennial quarters are ordinary. The Denver Mint struck over 860 million of them. That means most coins in circulation are worth just 25 cents, or maybe 50 cents to $1 if uncirculated and shiny. Even top coins graded MS67 or MS68 rarely go over $100 to $200, with very few exceptions reaching maybe $5,000. The record for a 1976 MS66 double die obverse DDO, sold is around $8,400, and no MS67 or higher examples are confirmed. Some rare error types make these coins more valuable. A strong double die obverse DDO on 1976 D coins shows visible doubling in Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date. At MS66 it alone fetched $8,400, though higher grades may exist. Unrecorded other errors that collectors chase include off-center strikes, especially dramatic 40 to 65% misalignment still showing full date, worth up to $2,100 for dramatic coins, double strikes, clipped planchets, and wrong planchets, like a quarter struck on a dime blank, with documented values up to $6,900. These known values rarely break $10,000, $15,000. However, imagine a coin that combines several dramatic error types at once, in a perfect MS69 or MS70 grade, deep cameo strike, and recognized as a unique, never-before-seen variety. That combo could spark bidding wars that push prices into the $66,000 to $128,000 range. Picture a single 1976 D quarter that has 3 or more major errors: bold DDO doubling, a double-struck overlapping ghost image, a 40 to 60% off-center shift still showing the date, a large curved clip, or a quarter struck on a dime or cent planchet. Then imagine that coin is graded MS70 Deep Cameo, absolutely flawless. If PCGS or NGC certifies it as unique, prestigious auction houses like Heritage or Stax could market it as a potential record breaker. Collectors pay big for modern coins that combine extreme rarity, condition, and uniqueness. Here's how theoretical tiers might break out. A coin with 2 dramatic errors, like DDO plus off-center, in MS68 or MS69 could fetch $66,000. One with 3 or more errors in MS69 DCAM might reach $93,000. A perfect MS70 DCAM coin combining DDO, double strike, wrong planchet, and clipped planchet truly unique could top $128,000. Those figures are speculative. To date, no known 1976 D quarter has sold above $15,000 documented. But coin values at the top end often scale exponentially when a previously unknown or extreme example appears and is authenticated. Here's what you should tell your viewers. First, weigh the coin carefully. The standard clad quarter is 5.67 g. A quarter on a dime planchet will be significantly lighter. Take high-resolution photos of both sides in bright light. Look closely at lettering for doubling, edges for off-center or clip errors, ghost images for double strikes, and check if the edge color is copper, clad, or missing, wrong planchet. Have them post images to Reddit coin forums like r/coin collecting, where real collectors can help verify if it's a known error or something unusual. Reddit users often say most bicentennial quarters are common, but they do note that exceptional errors can exist, especially when labeled D Mint Mark 1 commented. There is a bicentennial quarter with a double die strike on the back that is actually worth a ton. If experts agree it's worth exploring further, submit the coin to PCGS or NGC for grading and error variety attribution. That step has costs but is critical for revealing true value. Once slabbed with a premium grade and identified as unique, auction houses can create excitement, and collectors might push the bidding far beyond anything previously seen, sometimes tens of thousands or even six figures. Yes, most 1976 D bicentennial quarters stay in the 25 cents to low hundreds range. Even MS68 coins often sell for under $6,000, and DDO coins in MS66 it's about $8,400. Clipped planchets, double strikes, and wrong planchets each have sold in the thousands, but nothing near six figures. Yet combining multiple dramatic errors in a perfect gem coin is what could create a $66,000, $93,000, or even $128,000 result. Guide viewers to check every bicentennial quarter they find, weigh it, photograph it, post it, and get expert input. That's the storyline. Ordinary coin to potential legend. If one perfect multi-error coin emerges, authenticated and auctioned right, it could be the modern rarity collectors dream about.